Shule, the program that offer an online teaching in various subjects. We continue with our history subject. We are discussing the fourth topic in Form 4 about Africa in international affairs. And today we are going to see the achievements of the Organization of African Unity. In the previous lesson, we discussed about the formation of Organization of African Unity on the date of 25th May 1963 at Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, whereby the first chairman was Emperor Haile Selassie, the then ruler of Ethiopia. So after the formation of the Organization of African Unity, they had the objective, which we saw in the previous lesson. Now from the objective, we want to see what they achieved and what are the problems facing them not to achieve the objective at 100%. So let us see the achievements of the OAU, the success of the OAU, the fruits of the OAU. First, OAU was able to unite the diverse countries of Africa. Remember, the African continent have its diversification, comprised of people with the different races, comprised people with the different ethnic extraction, comprised people with the different religion. When you go to Northern Africa, most of them are Muslim. When you go even to Nigeria, within Nigeria, the southern parts are Christian, while the northern part are Muslim. So when you visit to the coastal area, you may find that most of the society are Muslim. So within Africa, Africa is the Africa of diversity. Africa is the continent which share various diversity in terms of tribe, in terms of religion, in terms of races, in terms of affiliation in any kind of category. So the Organization of African Unity succeeded to unite all African continent with the different diversity. Remember at that time, only 32 African states had already got their independence. So the rest were still under colonial domination. But the Organization of African Unity was able to unite those people with the different diversity. Those who were free and those who were still under colonial domination. And after those African states who were still under colonial domination, they retained their independence. They joined the union. So you may see that their objective of promoting unity and solidarity at least was achieved because the Organization of African Unity was able to unite the Africa with the different diversity from different geographical locations. Another achievement, it was able to provide a forum for discussing common problems facing African states. So the Organization of African Unity acted as a forum for the independent African states to discuss their problem. Because we as Africa, we shared the same history, so we faced the same problem. If all African countries except Ethiopia and Liberia were colonized, so we are all facing the same problem of the legacy of colonialism. We are all facing the same problem of coup d'etats. We are all facing the same problem of hunger. We are all facing the same problem of poor living condition of our people. We are all facing the same problem of border conflict. We are all facing the same problem of drought and the other natural calamities. So the Organization of African Unity acted as a forum for the African states to discuss their common problem and to find the solution, the homegrown solution for their problem. So they achieved in discussing the common problem facing the African states and to find their solution. Though their solution sometimes was not achieved, but at least they were able to know that these are the problems facing us. Remember, you cannot solve your problem if you don't know the problem facing you. So at least now we are able to know and discuss together the problem that faced the African states. Another achievement, the regular meeting of the ministers and the heads of state helped to generate greater awareness of the problem facing African states. So Organization of African Unity had a regular meeting for the heads of the state and the ministers from various African countries. They met together to discuss the problem. So when they are discussing the problem, now this generated great awareness about the problem facing your fellow. That you are the head of the state of Tanzania. When you listen to Osajo for Kwame Nkrumah, you know the problem facing Ghana. When you listen to Keita Modibo, you know the problem facing his country. When you listen to Agustino Neto, you know the problem facing Angola. When you listen to other African states, now you know the problem facing them. At least we have a courage to know that the problem I'm facing is not me alone. We are facing with my fellow, so we may share experience on how to solve a problem. So the regular meeting of ministers and the heads of the state generated greater awareness of the problem facing Africa and to know what are the homegrown solutions to solve the problem. So this was one of the achievements of OAU. Another achievement, it was able to form the African Development Bank in 1967. So in 1967, when the African Development Bank was formed out of the resolution of the Organization of African Unity, because they wanted to promote economic growth, they wanted to promote dependence on Africa rather than dependence on IMF and the World Bank. So the Organization of African Unity formed the African Development Bank so that the African states will be able to borrow money from African Development Bank to develop their nations, to develop their state, to initiate various projects, to develop agriculture, to develop industry, to develop transportation and communication. So they formed the African Development Bank in order to enhance financial status of Africa. So this was one of the achievements of the OAU. Another achievement, achieved the liberation of African states from colonial domination. So the OAU, as one of the objectives, was to speed up the decolonization processes and the liberation of African states from colonial domination. So it achieved. That's why you may see during its time of survival, because OAU survived from 1963 to 1999. So it is time of survival. All African states attained their independence, and the last country was South Africa in 1994. So you may see their objective of speeding up the rate of decolonization and liberalization of African states was achieved.